Hello, everybody. It's November 8th, 2023. I got to Angeles, Philippines last night at about 1 o'clock in the morning and got settled into a motel, and I was having a hard time sleeping due to my standard sleeping schedule. So I got up at about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I did like I do pretty much in every area I go to. I just got up and I went walking. Now, Angeles, Philippines is the main attraction, if you will, for tourism is the nightlife. Um, a lot of sex workers, a lot of single men come here for pretty much one thing. By no means am I looking for any type of physical relationship or any fleeing or anything like that. That's the furthest thing from my mind right now. Those of you that don't know, I came here because, hey, my first wife was from here, and I wanted to find the positive. I wanted to heal. I wanted to let go and give love to an area that could use it, because this is a pretty poor area. Anyway, I have noticed that I've picked up a couple subscribers recently. To you guys, hey, thank you. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. Lots of love to you. But I got up, started walking the streets this morning, and I go walking down an area that's called the walking district or the walking street. At nighttime, it basically becomes like Amsterdam style in the Philippines. And as I was walking along, I happened to notice someone make eye contact with me. I mean, a lot of people do, and there's a lot of people that approach you, if you will. But this one person, I could see the way that they were looking at me was a little more intense. But I didn't think anything of it. I just kept walking, walked for about a mile. And at one point I turned around and I noticed the person was right behind me, following me. Now, this person, it was obvious, is transgender. What direction doesn't matter. I couldn't care. All I want to do is give love to anybody that's willing to receive it. And I believe that what I'm doing is beyond me. I don't have a specific direction I'm going. I don't have a plan on exactly how I'm going to do this. All I'm doing is trying to put out the most positive energy and the most love I can wherever I go. Well, right off the bat, this person, started, I think, trying to pick up on me, and I just stopped the person and I said, something tells me you got more to what you're wanting to say than just looking for a friend or looking for someone to hang out with or hook up with. And they gave me a very weird look, like, what do you mean? And I said, something tells me your heart's hurting, and more than anything, you just need somebody to talk to. And their jaw kind of dropped, and they said, can you see it in my eyes? And I'm like, well, yeah, I can see that you're sad in your eyes. I said, but I can feel it in my heart. And I asked if they would like to find a coffee shop with me and sit down and let's just talk. This was without me even mentioning what I'm doing, why I'm in the Philippines, my channel or anything. Because I never approached that in the beginning. This isn't about me trying to get followers. This isn't about me trying to get popularity. This is literally just about me trying to give love to anybody who needs it. Well, we find a coffee shop, and I order, some food and coffee for both of us. And we start talking. And I just asked this person to please tell me about them from the very beginning. I'm not going to get into what they said because it's not my place. But I did start connecting with this person. I could feel the pain that this person had felt. I mean, in the Philippines, being transgender is a major deal. And when I talk to somebody, I am cautious not to take it from a religious perspective. Because one thing I've learned that as soon as you mention religion, right off the bat, you lose about half the people from listening. And I don't care what religion anybody is. All I want to do is give love. And if there's something that I can do to help them love themselves, then that's what I want to do. But the person shared with me that they were brought up on a Christian base, and they still, have Christian values. And I just looked at them and I said, hey, perfect. I know exactly how to talk to you. And I started talking to them in a way that they instantly were able to relate. I started saying, well, in the Jesus story, he says this, 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 and this, but he also says, some of the more negative things. And I shared with the person that what's so important to realize is that the Bibles were written by people that are not conscious. They were written by people that their brains are constantly looking at the negative first. This is why the most important things that are pointed out within standard scriptures are the worship. There's the fear that's put into the scripture. It's all written from a negative perspective. Myself personally, I know that the reason why Jesus, at the very last moments as he was ready to die on the cross, he said, why have you abandoned me? Why have you forsaken me? Well, whether he knew it or not, that was to tell us that, hey, even he, of all the amazing, all the wisdom, all the things that he had done to die for our sins, the very last thing he did was give us a clue to, hey, wake up. Wake up and realize what we are doing on a daily basis. As I continued to speak with this person, at one point, tears started going down their face. And I was asked, well, what can I do to stop feeling all the pain that I've been feeling from being cheated on? All the pain I've been feeling from not being accepted. I've wanted to hurt myself. I've wanted this and this and this. And I just stopped. And I looked him in the eyes and I said, hey, all you have to do is choose to stop feeling that way. Nobody in this world has the exact same perspective of any situation. Nobody can ever see your perception. You get the choice. We've always been told we're given a choice. One choice. Believe, not believe, how we choose to view everything. You have the choice, the ability to choose to see every single life experience as a positive lesson, as a positive learning experience. And you have the choice of viewing every ounce of negativity that you've experienced in your life as a way of waking you up, is a way of getting you to recognize the negative vibration in this world and figure out how to find the positive vibrations within them. But as I continued on talking, I explained so many different perspectives, and I heard quite a few times, wow, I'd never even thought of it that way. And even at one point had to take a break because their head was just spinning so much. And once I decided I was done eating, I really didn't eat much, because when I have the opportunity to talk to somebody from the heart, I don't care about food. I care about giving love. Because when I'm able to give love to somebody that I don't even know, not only does it warm their heart, but it also warms my heart. And so we left, and the person wanted to go get their vehicle and move it closer to where we were. And right before they left, I said, now realize that within 3 days, your brain is going to go back into defense mode. Everything I have said, the way I've presented things to you, your brain has never heard before. Your brain has never looked at it from the possibility that, hey, there is another way of perceiving everything. And within 3 days, the brain will go back into that defense mode and try to find something to obsess about that it didn't agree with what I said, or that what I'm saying is weird or against their religious beliefs or so on. I mean, hey, back at the beginning when I started this channel, my best friends in the world, Mark and Jody, it happened exactly like I said. And Jody didn't even realize it until after. But this person left to go get their vehicle, and as they were walking away, I had a very strong feeling that their brain was just fried, that they finally realized that they are in complete control of their happiness. The only person that we can blame for our unhappiness is ourselves. Because our unhappiness comes from the illusion trying to protect us. And in all actuality, that's the illusion feeling sorry for us. But I know with my whole being, the reason why your illusion's hanging on to that negativity is to give you the opportunity to just stop for 1 second and find out what positive could have came from that. Because then you start experiencing the true gifts of life. You start experiencing and learning exactly what your God within you wants you to learn. But it's, let's see, it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to go back out and walk. You know, it's when I keep going to all these different countries without really having a plan, figuring it out as I get there, just letting my heart guide me. Cell phone usage, finding the proper currency without using an ATM that's going to take advantage of me. It takes a little bit, and it can feel a little discouraging. So when I start feeling that way, I just walk. I just go out and walk, and I take it all in. And I look at how the average person around here, they have way less than I have had majority of my life. So how can I possibly feel sorry for myself when what I'm doing is what I've chose to do? And I know that if we act truly from our heart and only accept the positive, we can't go wrong. Now, I've had people say, oh, you better be careful. You know, you're going to end up sooner or later finding yourself in a position where, you know, people might try to rob you or so on and so on. Well, what, a year and a half ago, I was in Ukraine as a 100% volunteer on the front line, willing to die for people I didn't even know, never even met, couldn't even speak their language. Why was I willing to do that? Because I wanted to invest in my soul, I thought at that time. And why am I willing to do this now? Go to pretty much any location anybody needs me or wants to give it a try or try to let me help them? Because I'm not only now investing in my soul, I'm trying to invest in every single soul in the world. Going back to the Jesus story, if you take the time and actually listen to the story, don't read it, don't let your illusion try to tell you what it's saying, because your brain will literally obsess on the words and how it's written and what it's trying to figure out what it's meaning, instead of just sitting and hearing every single word in your head, because that's the only time you're able to listen. And that is the only way you are going to truly hear what the Jesus story is trying to tell you. And the great part about it is, the Jesus story even says only the wise man's going to understand. Because I know it doesn't matter who it is, the truths cannot be hidden. Once you are fully conscious, you can find the truth within anything. Anything you hear negative, those are some of the easiest things to find out more truth about, because all you have to do is look in the opposite direction. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Thank you again for the new subscribers. Thank you for the emails that I'm receiving. I love you guys. And hey, let's see how the rest of today goes. I hope you're having a great day. Remember, I have said before, if there's anybody out there that feels life is not worth continuing to push through, hey, send me an email. You know, at least talk to me. Give me a chance. Let me try to get you to understand that you can have the happiness in your life that you desire. I mean, granted, it's not going to be through comforts. Look at the comforts I have, or lack of comforts I have. I literally only have a backpack of clothes that I'm traveling around the world with, and this is literally all I have left to my name out of choice. Because I'm done lying to myself. I'm done feeling sorry for myself. I'm done hanging on to all the comforts as reassurance that everything will be okay. Because the only way everything will be okay within our existence is if we choose to view it that way. You get one choice. Are you going to use the choice to feel sorry for yourself? Or are you going to use the choice to feel tremendous love for yourself and everyone else? It's up to you. Talk to you guys again soon. Bye-bye.